First of all, just tell me, Clarinda folks that don't know much about you and that just found out about you, I guess, tell us about yourself, what you've been doing.
Well, I've been a teacher for 8 years. I was an agriculture teacher at Cumberland, Messina, in a small town in southeastern Iowa called Seymour. After that, I moved to Tri-Center, and I've been the middle school principal, athletic director, and volleyball coach for 17 years.
Yeah, 17 years is quite a long time to be in one place, I guess. Tell me about your time at Tri-Center and all the things that you did there, and obviously some of your memories from there.
Well, 17 years was a long time. We moved here, liked the area, location, done a lot of things at Tri-Center, a lot of renovations, the athletic complex, spent probably over $1 million redoing all the fields, irrigation, lights, all those things, added 4 sports. So done a lot of things, been here a long time, enjoyed a lot of people and activities, so looking forward to the change.
What is it about, maybe your background or something that came along for you throughout your life that got you interested in both the education field and then also in the athletic department area?
Well, I've always enjoyed sports all the way through high school, college. I'd kind of want to be in the business aspect when I left high school, but once I spent about a week in the early field experience, I really wanted to coach and teach and haven't left that ever since. But athletics has always been a passion of mine and something I really enjoy.
I know you were the volleyball coach. Was that something that you always knew about, or was that something that they kind of threw you into, or how'd that come about?
Really, that happened at my move from Seymour to Cumberland, Messina. I'd been the football coach and a basketball coach, and the superintendent at Cumberland, Messina said, "We got plenty of football coaches. We need a volleyball coach." And he basically didn't let me out of the interview until I agreed to coach volleyball. The first year we were pretty bad, 3-20. Next year we won conference and really got hooked on it. I really have a passion for it and really enjoy volleyball.
It's kind of like me, where I didn't know anything about volleyball when I started broadcasting it, and it's definitely one of my favorite sports now. Tell me about the trials and tribulations of learning the game and working with you've had some really good Tri-Center teams as well.
Well, it's like anything. I think coaching, you got to continue to learn. Me being a football player, I really didn't even know how many girls were on the floor, so did a lot of time going to camps, clinics, any more internet, DVDs, anything you can do to learn and stay current. And really, I think you just got to push yourself to continue to improve. And the game changes. Every year you can have a group of girls, but something might have worked one year doesn't mean it's going to work the next year. So it's really about learning your group of girls and what's going to work best for them and what motivates them. And hopefully, the girls have got to learn to win and want to enjoy the game and have fun ultimately.
Last thing I'll ask you about Tri-Center before we talk about Clarinda, but a lot of success in a lot of different sports at Tri-Center that you've seen over the years as well. Over those 17 years, I guess, what some memories maybe that kind of stand out to you?
Oh, the state championships are big. It's not so much the sports, it's the people and the kids. There's been a lot of great kids and people at Tri-Center that I've really enjoyed and will miss, but looking forward to going to Clarinda.
Tell me about the process of the interview. You don't have to take me through everything, but just kind of how things kind of transpired with getting this Clarinda job.
Well, it was an opening and that I think really fits my strengths. The assistant principal, athletic director, really I think are some strengths of mine. And Southwest Iowa is something I've been tied to. My wife is from Trainer, grew up in Trainer. I'm from Anita originally. Southwest Iowa's place we've called home and want to stay in this area because of our families and our ties to that. Clarinda's a great school with a great reputation. I've heard a lot of nice things about the area and the people being friendly and welcoming. And the Hawkeye 10, what more can you say about one of the best conferences in the state? It's going to be very competitive. In all the sports and all activities and great competition, and the history of great athletic directors in the Hawkeye 10 are amazing. The people there I'll get a chance to work with, I'm really excited about.
Always changing jobs is, especially after 17 years, is tough, I guess. What goes through your mind going into a new situation here?
Well, I'm kind of going from being the elder statesman, the Western Iowa Conference. I'd been there the longest, and now I'm going to go to the Hawkeye 10 and be the rookie or the newbie, which is kind of fun. I mean, you can get a little maybe bored or tired of what you've done when you've done it for 17 years. So it's kind of exciting going somewhere and having to learn the whole process over, per se, on how schools do things and working with a different group of people. So to me, it's kind of exciting being the newbie and having stuff to learn and getting to work with a new group of people.
You mentioned all the great ADs in the Hawkeye 10, and you worked with them and, at meetings and stuff like that. I guess, can you just speak to some of those guys specifically that you know pretty well?
Well, I know a lot of them. Ken Schreiber from St. Albert, because they're close. Worked with him a lot. Bob Sweeney's retiring from Shenandoah. That was at Atlantic. Mitch Osborne at Harlan. Jeff Beeson at Glenwood. Barry Bowers, the new AD at Red Oak, and he was a student of mine at Cumberland Messina and had coached him. So Dave Weber's, there's a lot of them that I know and have worked with from my time at Tri-Center. So looking forward to that. It'll be a little different in the fact that I would be in the same conference as them. But great guys. You've had some state athletic director presidents and Sweeney and Schreiber and famous guys like Osborne and some of the rest, and just great guys to work with. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, the obviously as the you take, I was talking about volleyball earlier. I'm guessing not going to do any coaching in that regard, or is that I'm not sure exactly what's going on there.
Well, I have been hired to be the head volleyball coach at Clarinda, so I will continue to do some coaching. So yeah, I will be coaching still.
Okay. Yeah, and Clarinda's had some, about 4 or 5 years ago, great team, went to the state tournament. They've had some pretty good talent here of late. So tell me about, do you know much about the girls that you're walking into?
I was on Quick Stats the other day and went through the Hawkeye 10. Definitely a great conference last year, and it'll continue to be a great conference. The Clarinda girls didn't have a great record last year. I have not met them. I'm trying to get a hold of the assistant coaches, but I was waiting till Monday's board meeting to make things official before I jump the gun. But that'll be something that I'm getting organized and working with this week and next week and trying to get organized. It's definitely going to be a process for them to get moving up in the Hawkeye 10. I think they were 10th out of 11 last year, and that's definitely not someplace we want to be next year, so it's going to be a process. So something, again, I'm looking forward to that chance to get a hold of.
Stuff keeps popping to my head here a little bit, so I'm just going to keep rolling. AD, assistant principal, volleyball coach, how do you, and you've done it before, obviously, so how do you balance all that?
It's tough, and it's going to take some teamwork and collaboration with the other people at Clarinda to help me out, because there's, you might be having a volleyball match when you have a home football game or a cross-country match, and you really can't be at two places at one time. So it really takes being organized. It takes people being able to help you out and really planning almost each day of where you're going to be and what that is. And I've got 2 young kids and I got a wife, and they've got to be patient, and my kids have grown up in the gym with me. So I really actually enjoy that, and I think my kids enjoy it. They're used to having something over almost every night. So they like being on the go. They like sports. They like being involved. And, when we're home for a night, it's almost odd, but it's enjoyable too. But that's your schedule. You're gone from 7 in the morning to probably 10 at night, and that's just something you deal with and get used to.
Well, Brian, we're certainly looking forward to having you a little closer. I know we've dealt with you at Tri-Center, but you're going to be a little closer now. So anything else you want to add?
Well, I'm looking forward to the change down there. I know KMA does a great job. I'll talk to you after this about my tweets and those things, and how to, try to broadcast and get Clarinda as much publicity, and hopefully make them a great program. Not that they're not, but we're looking forward to the challenge that being at Clarinda presents.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.